Ever wonder why navigating airports feels like solving a puzzle with missing pieces? Well, it's not by accident. From confusing signs to sneaky charges, airports are loaded with secrets. Because in this video, I'm exposing 13 airport security mistakes that travelers make all the time, the exact kind of mistakes airlines hope you never discover. These aren't just minor slip-ups. Some can cost you serious time, money, or even compromise your personal data. But once you know how the system really works, you'll be able to move through security faster, smarter, and with less stress. And trust me, mistake number 13 might just save your entire trip. So let's jump in. And hey, hit subscribe if you're tired of getting played at the airport. Mistake number 1, blind trust in TSA scanners. Let's start with the machines everyone fears, TSA body scanners. Most travelers assume these scanners are basically X-ray machines from the future. That they can see everything in your bag and on your body. But here's the truth, they're not nearly as foolproof as people think. Yes, they're high-tech. They're built to detect dense objects, metal, electronics, weapons, and other suspicious items. But they're not perfect. Thin items like paper money, folded documents, and even some types of plastic can pass through without being flagged. Now, before you get any ideas, no, this isn't a loophole you should try to exploit. Trying to hide something, even unintentionally, is a fast way to get pulled aside for a full search. And trust me, once TSA decides to do a secondary screening, you're not going anywhere fast. Sometimes, even something innocent like a tissue in your pocket can set off the alarm. Suddenly, you're standing there barefoot, being patted down over a crumpled napkin. So what's the takeaway? Don't assume the scanner knows best. You should be the one double-checking your pockets, removing anything questionable, and making sure your electronics are placed clearly in the bin. The fastest way through airport security? Follow the rules. Be clean, be quick, and don't give them a reason to pull you aside. Mistake number 2, misunderstanding the liquids rule. Ah yes, the infamous liquids rule. You've probably heard it 100 times, 3.4 ounces or less, in a clear quart-sized bag. Sounds simple, right? Yet somehow, every single day, people still mess this up. Some bring full-size shampoo bottles, thinking, it's almost empty, so it should be fine. Others stuff giant tubes of toothpaste into their bags and hope for the best. Here's the reality, TSA doesn't care how full the container is, they care about the label size. If the bottle says 6 ounces, it's not getting through, even if there's only 1 drop left inside. And if your liquids aren't packed properly in that 1-quart Ziploc bag, you're getting pulled aside. Every single time. So how do you avoid this headache? Use travel-sized bottles that clearly say 3.4 ounces or less. Better yet, ditch the liquids altogether. Switch to solid toiletries, things like shampoo bars, bar soap, deodorant sticks, and even toothpaste tablets. They're TSA friendly and way easier to pack. And if you really want to breeze through security? Pre-pack your clear liquids bag at home, keep it on top of your carry-on, and pull it out before you even get to the bin. It's a small move that saves big time, and helps you avoid that awkward stare down from the TSA agent. Mistake number 3, skipping the empty bottle hack. This one's so simple, it's almost criminal how many people overlook it, not packing an empty water bottle. Here's the deal, TSA doesn't allow full water bottles through security, but they have zero problem with an empty one. Yet every day, travelers throw away perfectly good bottles or worse, pay $5 for water after security. Why? Bring your own reusable bottle, empty, of course, and once you're past security, fill it up for free. Many airports have water refill stations. Some even offer filtered water coolers or hot water taps for tea or instant coffee. And get this, on long-haul flights, airlines often hand out tiny water cups and then disappear for hours. If you have your own bottle, you can ask the crew to fill it up at once, saving yourself the wait and staying hydrated the whole way. You're not just saving money, you're avoiding single-use plastic and making your trip more comfortable. So here's your move. Pack it. Empty it. Refill it. And never overpay for water at an airport again. Mistake number 4, drinking from public water fountains. You're past security, you're thirsty, and hey, there's a free water fountain right in front of you. What could go wrong? Well, quite a lot, actually. Here's what most travelers don't know. Airport water fountains are some of the dirtiest surfaces in the terminal. Studies have found that many of them contain more bacteria than airplane toilets. Let that sink in for a second. Think about it, thousands of travelers pass through every day, refilling bottles, putting their mouths close to the spout, sometimes even rinsing things under the stream. And how often do those fountains get deep cleaned? Not nearly enough. So while you think you're hydrating, you could actually be picking up a lovely cocktail of germs, microbes, and who knows what. The safer option? Ask for a refill at a coffee shop or restaurant. Most places are happy to fill your bottle with clean, filtered water for free, no purchase needed. And if you're already using the empty bottle hack, it's a perfect combo. Stay hydrated, but don't gamble with your health. Skip the fountain. Use filtered sources. Your immune system will thank you. Mistake number 5. Trusting public USB ports. Your phone's at 5%, you're stuck at the gate, and there it is, a shiny public USB port just waiting to save the day. But hold on, plugging into those ports might cost you way more than battery life. Welcome to the world of juice jacking, a sneaky cyber attack where hackers tamper with public charging stations to install malware on your device or steal your data. And the worst part? You won't even know it happened. As soon as you plug into a compromised USB port, your phone can silently start transmitting sensitive info, photos, passwords, contact lists, even your banking apps. It's a digital pickpocketing operation, and airports are prime hunting grounds. So what's the safe move? Always use your own charging cable and plug directly into a wall outlet. Better yet, carry a portable power bank. They're affordable, TSA approved, and can give you multiple full charges without ever putting your data at risk. In today's world, protecting your device is just as important as protecting your luggage. So keep it charged, the smart way. Mistake number 6, ignoring airport sleep zones. Long layovers, flight delays, missed connections, sometimes it feels like you're living in the airport. So what do most travelers do? They curl up in a stiff plastic chair, pull a hoodie over their face, and try to catch a few miserable minutes of sleep surrounded by noise, announcements, and bright lights. But here's the secret. Many airports actually have quiet sleep zones, and most travelers have no idea. We're talking hidden corners with reclining seats, darkened areas designed for rest, and in some cases, even nap pods or capsule hotels you can rent by the hour. These spots are often tucked away, far from the busy gates and food courts. All you have to do is look them up. A simple search like JFK Sleep Zone or Heathrow Nap Pods can point you in the right direction. And if you're traveling through a major international airport, there's a good chance they've already invested in these rest-friendly spaces. So instead of suffering through hours in an upright chair, do a little research before your trip. Find those hidden havens and actually rest, the way smart travelers do. Mistake number 7, overlooking freebies. Let's face it, airport prices are brutal. A small snack costs more than your cab ride. So why do so many travelers ignore the free stuff? Because most people don't know it's even available. Here's the deal. Airlines and airports actually offer a surprising number of freebies, you just have to know what to ask for. For example, on long-haul flights, airlines often have amenity kits, think earplugs, eye masks, socks, even toothbrushes. No, they're not just for first class. If you're in economy, all you have to do is politely ask the flight attendant. Worst case? They say no. Best case? You get a little travel upgrade for free. Then there's free airport shuttles. Instead of paying for a cab, many airports have complimentary buses that run to nearby hotels or transit stations. Just check the airport's website or ask at the information desk. And don't forget about luggage carts. Some airports, especially outside the US, provide them free of charge. Others charge a few bucks, but again, ask around. You might find free cart stash near baggage claim or arrivals. These little wins may not seem like much, but over time, they can save you real money and make your travel day way more comfortable. So speak up. Ask questions. And never assume the only option is the overpriced one. Mistake number 8, paying for lounge access. You already have airport lounges. Most people picture them as luxury zones reserved for the rich, the elite, or those flying first class. But here's what the airlines don't want you to know. You might already have access, and not even realize it. Many lounges sell day passes to regular travelers, often for just $25 to $35. That's cheaper than most airport meals. And you get way more in return: comfy seating, high-speed Wi-Fi, snacks, drinks, clean bathrooms, and even showers in some locations. But here's where it gets better. If you have the right credit card, lounge access might be completely free. Cards like the Chase Sapphire Reserve, American Express Platinum, or Capital One Venture X come with lounge perks built in, even if you're flying economy. And some airline loyalty programs or frequent flyer accounts give occasional lounge passes as part of your membership, especially after reaching certain milestones. So before you shell out cash for overpriced food at the terminal, check your wallet. Because the quietest, most comfortable part of the airport might already be waiting for you, and paid for. Mistake number 9, dressing too casual for upgrades. Everyone dreams of getting that surprise upgrade to business or first class, extra legroom, better food, maybe even champagne. But what most travelers don't realize is that how you dress can influence your chances. Now let's be clear, you don't need to show up in a tuxedo or a power suit. But rolling into the airport in flip-flops, sweatpants, or a hoodie? That's not the look that gets you noticed in a good way. Airlines sometimes have unclaimed premium seats due to cancellations or last-minute reshuffling. And when deciding who might get bumped up, staff are more likely to choose someone who looks the part, someone who could easily blend into the premium cabin without raising eyebrows. So what should you wear? Think business casual. A clean shirt or blouse, dark jeans or slacks, a blazer if you have one, polished, but comfortable. It's not about being flashy. It's about looking like you respect the space you're hoping to enter. Pair that with a polite attitude, a friendly smile at the gate, and maybe a well-timed question like, "Are there any upgrades available today?" And you've just boosted your chances significantly. Because sometimes, a seat upgrade starts with a wardrobe upgrade. Mistake number 10, skipping airline loyalty programs. Think airline loyalty programs are just for frequent flyers or corporate travelers? Think again. One of the biggest mistakes casual travelers make is not signing up for loyalty programs, simply because they don't think they fly enough to make it worthwhile. Here's the truth, it takes less than 5 minutes to join most airline programs, and it's completely free. And even if you only fly once or twice a year, those flights can still earn you points, perks, and, most importantly, priority treatment. Loyalty members are more likely to get offered seat upgrades, rebooking assistance during delays, and access to early boarding or preferred seating options. Plus, being in the system makes it easier for airline staff to help you, especially if something goes wrong. You're no longer just another passenger. You're a registered customer with a trackable history. And if you stick with 1 or 2 airlines and slowly build your status? Even better. So before your next trip, take a moment, go to the airline's website, and sign up. It costs nothing, and could pay off in unexpected ways. Mistake number 11, not timing your bag check right. Ever notice how some travelers walk up to baggage claim and, like magic, their suitcase rolls out first? It's not luck. It's physics. And timing. Here's the secret, when you check your bag at the last minute, we're talking right before the gate closes, your luggage is usually loaded onto the plane last. And guess what? Last in means first out once the plane lands. That means you could be out of the airport and on your way minutes ahead of everyone else still waiting at the carousel. Now, this isn't a green light to risk missing your flight just to test a baggage theory. But if you happen to be running late anyway, this little mistake might just work in your favor. On the flip side, checking your bag super early? That often puts it at the very bottom of the pile, which means it'll be one of the last to come out. So next time you're checking luggage, remember, timing matters. And sometimes, arriving a little late might be the fastest way out. Mistake number 12, assuming priority baggage is only for elites. Most people think priority baggage is an exclusive perk for first-class flyers or top-tier frequent travelers. And yes, those travelers usually get it automatically. Here's what airlines don't advertise. Sometimes, all it takes is asking. When you check in at the counter, smile, be polite, and simply ask, "Is it possible to have my bag tagged for priority?" You'd be surprised how often agents say yes, especially when the flight isn't full, or if you've got a connecting flight where timing matters. Why does it help? Priority tagged bags are loaded last and unloaded first, often getting to the carousel much faster than standard bags. It's a small ask that can save you a lot of waiting time after a long flight. So the next time you check in, don't assume the perks are out of reach. A little courtesy might just get your bag out before the crowd even reaches the carousel. Mistake number 13, ignoring your phone's airplane mode settings. Most people think airplane mode is just a formality, something you switch on to make the flight attendant happy. But ignoring it can cause more problems than you realize. When you leave your phone's cellular signal on during a flight, it keeps searching for a tower, constantly reaching, scanning, and draining your battery fast. And depending on the airline and the country you're flying over, it could actually interfere with certain onboard systems. Now here's the kicker: some people turn on airplane mode but then switch cellular data back on without realizing it. That kind of half-off setup can lead to roaming charges, connection failures, or worse, getting flagged by airline crew if the signal disrupts equipment. So what's the smart move? Turn on airplane mode as soon as the plane doors close. Then, if you need Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, manually switch them on after that. Most airlines allow it once airborne. Bonus tip? Keeping your phone in airplane mode also helps you charge faster and makes your battery last longer, something every traveler can appreciate during a long haul. So don't treat airplane mode like a joke. Use it the right way, and you'll save power, avoid fees, and stay flight compliant from takeoff to touchdown. And there you have it, 13 airport security mistakes airlines hope you never discover. From bag timing tricks and hidden sleep zones to smart tech habits and secret freebies, you're now equipped to move through the airport smarter, faster, and safer than most travelers. So here's the question: which mistake have you been guilty of? Or better yet, which tip are you going to try on your next flight? Drop your answer in the comments below, I'd love to hear it. And if you found this video helpful, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this with someone who always shows up to the airport in chaos. Thanks for watching, and safe travels wherever you're headed next.